also wanted to give you guys a little look into how I'm trying to make Google Slides as interactive as possible when we're not doing the Bitmoji classroom. So when my kids are in Zoom with me, for example, instead of them just staring at a picture of me or a video of me, I have created some Google Slides decks, and also my district has been amazing. My instructional coaches have created slide decks for my kids to use. So what I'm going to be showing you today is kind of how I've combined the two, so the materials that they've prepared for me, and also adding my own kind of interactive spin to it using Google Slides add-ons, which are my favorite tip that I give people when it's coming to distance learning. So I'm going to show you how that works right now. So here I just have a blank Google Slides presentation, and you're going to go to add-ons. There's plenty of tutorials and all sorts of stuff on the internet, but if you wanted me to show you the specific ones that I've been using as a preschool special educator, here's the presentation for you. So I already have it, but let's say you didn't. You would go to Get Add-ons, and in Get Add-ons, it's going to show you to the G Suite Marketplace. So what's really cool about Google Suite, which is the Google Docs, Slides, Google Classroom, all of that, is that they have a bunch of really amazing apps and things that can come integrated into your Google products. So your presentations, your Google Docs, whatever, you can really completely change the way that they look and are used based on what add-ons you use. So here you'll see my G Suite Marketplace, and it shows me what works with slides. And so here you can kind of look for whatever you want. I have a bunch that are already like greenlit by my LUSD administrators. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the few that I really like. So one is Flat Icon. Flat Icon is really great if you need to be adding icons like this, imagery like this, that are very simple pictograph type of images for your slides. Really great for our kiddos who use pegboards. Really great for our kids who need a lot of iconography. So I use these a lot. I use these a lot in my presentations, and I also use them in my websites that I use. So you can actually go to freepick.flaticon.com. It's a website as well, and you can download a bunch of those and use them in whatever way you want. It's completely free as long as you attribute who you're using it. So great resource. But my favorite resource right now for Google Slides is Pear Deck. As you can see, 10 million people also love Pear Deck, and there are plenty of reasons why. So here where it says uninstall, it's going to say install for you if you haven't already installed it. You're going to click that. And then when you have your slide, you're going to go to add-ons, and here it is. So it's going to say open the Pear Deck add-on. Okay, once you've done this, there's something you need to understand. Once you've created a Pear Deck Google Slides presentation, you need to present from Pear Deck instead of from Google Slides, or else the slide will not be interactive. So let me show you what I mean. If, for example, on this slide, I wanted to have a interactive lesson. Let's say that I wanted to have something for the kids I wanted them to be able to draw something. What's really great about Pear Deck is there's a lot of stuff pre-prepared. So I'm going to go through their template library, and I go straight to the littles. Maybe if you're a teacher of older kiddos or different content area, you might not want to go to littles, but what's great is that it's a curated selection for you of things that they think are appropriate for the kiddos that you teach. So since I wanted the kids to be able to draw, I'm going to use this drawing slide. So this is a great resource if you want to be doing read alouds and making them more interactive. So let's say that I have my Google Slides up and my Zoom up, and I'm reading a story, and then I want them to draw a picture of the setting. Now, I wouldn't use the word setting. I mean, we talk about setting in my classroom, but it's not developmentally appropriate yet for 3, 4, 5. But what I might do is draw a picture of your favorite part. And I can edit it, which is great. So now this is saving. And once it's saved, what you're going to want to do, instead of clicking present from Google Slides, you're going to want to present from Pear Deck. and you have to click start lesson. So when this might take a little onboarding with your parents, or making sure, one, that your parents are even there, or even just showing your kids how it works before you do it. But it does require them to enter in a code. It's kind of like Kahoot or Nearpod if you're used to that. And so what you can do is you can either create it so that they can do it at their own pace later on, or if you're presenting in real time, you can do instructor paced, which is, let's say, what I'll be doing today. So once I click that, it's going to take me into Pear Deck instead of Google Slides, and it's going to launch me from there. And so when this loads, it's going to give you a code for your kids to enter in, and it'll actually just show them the code. So it'll just be one-stop shopping. Once it opens, it'll have the code right there in the middle. The kids will enter that, and from their screen, they will be able to draw, and from your screen, you'll be able to see what they draw. So it creates a really nice interactive platform. I do a lot of obviously my real classroom is very interactive. It's collaborative, and I work with the kiddos. We do a lot of play. We do a lot of everything. So this virtual learning has created a lot of challenges and obstacles for me to figure out how to make it as interactive as possible. And I found that this is a really great way to get the kids to engage with the presentation rather than just maybe sitting there and looking. So as you see, there is this little EMZPZ code, and the kids would need to go to this web link, this URL. So again, this is not something that I would do with my kids on the first day of distance learning. It's something that once we get the hang of Zoom and we get the hang of Google Slides, then we would introduce this. But as kids get more comfortable, they also are going to get more bored easily, right? And so this is something to introduce once they've gotten kind of the hang of everything else. It will spice it up kind of and add something new, which is great. So they're going to enter this link in on their end, and they're going to enter in this code, and then I'll see when students are connected. I'm going to open my teacher dashboard, and it's going to show me what the kids are seeing and also what the kids are creating, which I love, because that's one of the big things that I'm missing right now, is seeing what my kids are able to do. So as you can see here, it's going to show me this is what the kids are seeing right now. Then I see the link, and here it would show me what the kids are doing as they're doing it. Right now it says waiting for responses because there's no kids, obviously. So yeah, that's one of the really cool ways to be able to use Google Slides and to make it more interactive. And the greatest thing about Pear Deck is that all this stuff is free. I'm using a free trial for premium right now because I really like it, and I might be here for a while, so I'm thinking I might use it. But not only do they have interactive slide lessons like this, but they also have exit tickets and attention getters and icebreakers, and I mean just so many amazing things. So this is probably even better for kiddos who are like later elementary, middle school, high school. Middle school, high school, maybe it's a bit too childish for them, but it's a great resource to use if you are just wanting to get some more interaction and engagement in your Google Slides. So yeah, that is how I've been using Pear Deck. And if you guys have any questions about this or about anything else I showed in the presentation today or my other presentation, just leave a comment below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, or hit us up on our social medias. Room Wonderful. Good luck. Happy learning.